You're probably wondering how I come up with so many videos. Well, it's not from lack of trying or help. You guys help sometimes. Somebody pick this one. Hi, it's your guy. Listens to his comments section. Here to tell you about 10 of my favorite anime fights. I wouldn't necessarily call them the best of all time or the greatest of all time, but yeah, they're they're fights I deem which are really really good. Spoilers ahead for some of you. Let's go. So first off, we're gonna start with one from a newer episode of Bleach. We are about to go into something absolutely crazy here. I'm not sure if you've seen this, the start of this, but who comes in next? Who comes in next? The goat himself, Mayuri Kurotsuchi. So yes, first up on the list is Mayuri Kurotsuchi versus Giselle Jozel, or however the hell you say her name. So, Mayuri, of course, comes in with a whole bunch of zombies of his own to go against his zombie Quincy. Yeah, very, very fun. He ends up one-siding her, then one-siding another Quincy directly afterwards. All because he just kind of outsmarts him and her. Now, on for the next one. So, number two, we're gonna go with Kaiba versus Yugi. Yes, the first episode of Yu Gi Oh! Is gonna be on this list. Yes, it has to be on this list. Yes, it's card games, but it's still dueling and it's technically fighting. Trust me, every game of Yu Gi Oh! I've had personally, if it feels like a fight, but this is no exception. This had so much build up to it. This had so much heart of the cards built up to it. But yeah, this is why Yugi versus Kaiba is number 9. But it doesn't mean it's the best or anything is the best. It's still just ridiculously good. Next is this guy who could probably take on Ramiel from Evangelion in a fight. Yeah, there's no way you're beating him or her or whatever it is. However, I did want to talk about one, just skipping this ad for a second. None of y'all are paying me yet. Liliel versus Shinji. Because, hands down, looks to be the most annoying angel to go against. Boom. Nobody knew how to beat this one because it just seemed impermeable. And beating this meant that Shinji had to break his freaking mind. Straight up pulling a black beard on my guy. Number 7, Peter Griffin versus Homer Simpson. Like, seriously, tell me this isn't this crazy. I could see Goku doing that. Just because this is how far we are in the anime. Actual number 7, Gojo versus Sukuna. Literally a one-sided slaughter. Jogo, you see, he's a lot more powerful than we give him credit for. And literally, he's just there to prop up the best villains. This fight just proves it. Bam. Like, see that? That's all Gojo. Uh, Not Gojo, Jogo. Jogo. Jogo straight melt Shibuya. Sure, Sukuna gets some off, but like a lot of this destruction is just Jogo. Sukuna does, of course, come to clean up, but still, gotta give the man more credit than just getting one-sided each time. I mean, honestly, hold on a second. Best part right here. Everybody freeze. Oh, hey. Yeah. Number 6 is Jiren versus Goku, because this moment broke the internet by far. Crashed a lot of sites that wanted to see Ultra Instinct Goku for the first time versus Jiren. This is so meant. I can't play the music that hits here, but hey, this is a list, not a full video of watching the entire fight. I suggest you go watch these yourself. Number 5. Now, just saying, this was one of the most impressive feats in Naruto. Guy versus Madara. Hands down, one of the most. You think of Guy as a joke most of the series because of how he plays out, but then this fight comes in, and this just makes you respect him on a whole nother level. I respect him on a whole nother level after this one. Hell, even Madara respected him on a whole nother level after this one. This is halfway up the list, so it's gotta make an impression. And why do I think this is better than most other fights in the series? Because hands down, Guy, he's just fighting with he's just giving him the hands. Other than that, Guy doesn't have much ninjutsu or genjutsu capabilities. He's a taijutsu specialist and one of the best in the series. Here we are with the number 4, and it is Saitama versus Marugori in One Punch Man Season 1. Now you're probably thinking, there's not a lot of substance behind this. Why is this one of my favorites? And why is this 10 of my favorite fights? Well, for instance, lots of spoilers here because you're watching the entire fight, it seems. But literally, this part right here. Right here. He is on your shoulder, brother. Crushes his own brother. Yeah, that's why this is one of the best. And sorry it took long to get to there, and you had to watch me fumble that. But it's worth it each and every time. He straight up throws him down and hits him with the ora 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 ora. Y'all were expecting something else for number 3 on this list. Well, guess what? It was Dio versus Jotaro. I make so many JoJo's references. I want y'all to go back into my videos and see how many JoJo's references I make, but I make an outrageous amount. This is one of the best fights. There's not much to say to it. Seriously, if you haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, watch it. You can watch the entire series on Netflix probably within like 4 weeks. I've done it. Trust me. Oops. It's a Red Bull commercial. But last Skila versus Escanor. They were playing shot for shot. And, well, this did not go well. This did not go well. You're about to see why it doesn't go well. Why it doesn't go well is Escanor is the best at high noon, which he's coming close to. And he's able to fight at full force at high noon. And Melascula, this game, eventually he ends up giving up. He ends up giving up because Escanor is just too much man for him to handle. And that's why this is number 2. Very one-sided. Y'all gonna sit there and act like this isn't predictable, and 5th Gear Luffy versus Kaido wasn't going to be the last one on this list. Well, I'd reckon y'all, this was predictable. He is on this list as the last one. Hands down, most transformative anime scene in history. Ichiro Oda just keeps knocking it out of the park every single week in the manga. Keeps knocking it out every single week in the anime too. I love this. I love this show so much. Y'all seriously watch One Piece. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the ditty. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye.